All right, let's start diving into this. What is going on, everybody? Why is it on that screen? My goodness. What is going on here? There we go. Sheesh. Got us on the wrong screen. Terrible. Anyway, we're here. Is my mic working? Are we live? I don't even know. There's live chats here, but I don't even see it. Do I have Twitch up? Yes, I do. Okay, we're good. What is up, Mo2? What is up, Brad? How you doing, Jake? How we doing today? Welcome in. Dealing with some technical difficulties, apparently. But, is what it is. We're going to get through this together. Today on Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta's getting his ass kicked again. Anyways, we have Bitcoin here. I'll tell you. Those gosh darn bears. It feels bearish out here. It feels really bearish. So I think the long overdue pullback could be coming. Let's go out to our 4-hour time frame so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. So what I see out of the 4-hour, we have bearish divergence, triple bearish divergence. We fell a little bit. We came back up for a lower high. The strength continues to fall. So now we're looking at pullback options. If the bulls decide to push this thing up, that's going to be absolutely magnificent. It's just, with the amount of chop we're having, the beautiful swing to the upside, multiple swings to the upside, it just seems right for us to start coming back down. Areas in which we could come down based off the entirety of the move. We have a couple spots to look at. We would be looking at first 93,834. Secondly, we got 90,140. So these are some possibilities if we do not break to the upside, which I'm okay with because I short the market. So it actually doesn't matter to me what direction. Just sideways chop, I absolutely hate sideways chop. But as your first move, we do have a formal level of support. That could be Bitcoin coming down 8.87%. It's okay. Don't get sad. Don't get irritated. It's just a common retrace before we end up seeing higher prices. Okay? Chill out. Anyways, another one we could see, 12.45% downside is very possible. Very possible. Just keep that in mind. It is a possibility, especially with all the bearish divergence we're seeing. It is possible. But if for some reason we decide not to go down, well, now we're just looking at more upside, which, cool, but also, like, really, dude? 113,500 would be the target if we manage to break to the upside. I do believe there will be a decision made by tomorrow. So, by tomorrow. Dogging me and Moodeg. You got a dog in you, DZ? Dang, who you fighting? We'll check those two out. I got you. Dog in me. Moodeg. I got you covered here. Alright, so right now, it does look like Bitcoin's trying to make a decision. It's the lower time frames that are trying to prop you up, but the 1 hour is just kind of like, yeah, we got room to go down. Perfectly fine if we start falling. If we do, that's why I had that trending fib there, so that we can get an idea of where this thing could head. So basically going right here, we'd be looking for the 1 to the 1618. So if we do break this level, you're thinking over time, we end up seeing anywhere between a 3 to a possible 6% move to the downside. So that's what I'm seeing out of Bitcoin right now. And that's solely because we did make a lower high after putting in bearish divergence. Alright? Now, let's go ahead and check out the liquidation heat map. Let's see if the bears want to try and give us some liquidity. Holy smokes. This liquidation heat map looks terrible. Way too much liquidity on both sides. Oh man, how indecisive we are. So, if you're wondering why it's trading sideways, this is why. But so far, we took out very little shorts, and we're taking out a lot of longs. A lot of longs so far. Sheesh. But yeah, it looks like we're trending down to start taking out a lot more of them. So, unfortunate, but that is a possibility. Let's check the weekly. Weekly, a lot more mixed. Looks like we got this huge pocket of shorts up here that we could take out. Look at the 2 week. Down! Al Jr. Alright, I guess we can. But yeah. So in the shorts, we have 237 million sitting up here at $105,000, $307. But we already took out a high volume node here. Wow, that was a liquidity grab? That's stupid. $206 million already got taken out. We popped up from it. Now, we could just start taking out a lot more of these because these are hundreds of millions of dollars. Holy shit. Okay, massive amounts of liquidity down here. Oh, it's going to be rough. Alright, so you're telling me to look at the 2 week level that I literally never look at. I only have the weekly up here. What, 2 week? Unreal. Let's see if we can even add it. I don't even know how to add time frames like that. What? Add custom interval. Weeks 2. Add. Okay, we have a 2 week now. Don't know why we'd look at the 2 weekly, but it looks the exact same as the weekly. Oh, the 2 week liquidity map? Oh. Why would I care about that? We can just look at the weekly. God damn it, man. You're throwing off the flow already, Al. Throwing off the flow. Oh, what is up, me Damien? Porky, who's the cute girl in thumbnail to this live stream? It is AI generated attractive anime woman that's supposed to be driving a car. So, you know what? We're going to have to talk to our editor. ChatGPT really needs to pick it up. But yeah, they're stealing money from the bank. Alright, you're talking about the 2 week. Nobody looks at 2 week. Alright, the 2 week liquidity heat map. Okay. So you're thinking they're going to bring it all the way down to 93K? I don't think we need to worry about that. Those people will just take profit anywhere up here. They're deep in profits. Like, I'm not worried about that. No, there's still hundreds of millions sitting right overhead. I'm not worried about that. If you look at the 2 week, it looks way less terrible than the weekly. What is up, Trade Intuition? How you doing? What's up, people? What is up, JB? Alright, anyways. Let's get into the TA here. I'm going to show you guys the trade that I had to get out of because it stopped me out. Because, you know, liquidity grabs are great. Anyways. I literally got rinsed, like, I don't know, within an hour ago. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Number 8 on the like. Enjoying the content. Smash the like. Support the channel by subscribing and sharing the channel. No shill here, only alpha. What he said. I'm just going to die a little bit on stream. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, we're back. Sheesh. So, the list I got for you today. Ethereum, XRP, Solana, SUI, FET, NEAR, HBAR, ADA. And then for the stocks, we're going to be looking at Coin, MicroStrategy, Tesla, Microsoft, and Walmart. Apparently, Walmart has earnings tomorrow, so whatever I say about Walmart, just take it with a grain of salt, apparently. Just because it's earnings. You know, we don't like earnings. Anyways, Ethereum here. What I see on Ethereum is this nice uptrend, and if we go to the 4 hour, amazing bearish divergence. Ethereum's had a great move. It's just triple bearish divergence with a downtrend. I don't know. Just thought the downtrend might take over. Just might. You guys know how much of a fan I am of straight lines up. I'm thinking if we come back down to this level, that might be a really good opportunity down here. Down here, not up here. Down here. Looks great. This inefficient price action is going to be a real problem to the downside for people who don't like to short. You guys might get really irritated. So I'm thinking the party might be coming to an end for now before we have to, reload and re-up. Just saying. But if we do break this uptrend, I'm going to be aggressively looking for shorts. And I'm probably going to want to short the heck out of Ethereum, honestly, because it's not very often it moves like this. Not very often. I will do my best not to close my eyes this time. Last time I was staring at Brett and decided to rest my eyes. Yeah, I got stopped out of Brett last night too. There's been a lot of stop outs. It's been kind of rough. TA on AIT and Honey. All right, I got you, me Damien. I got you. AIT Honey. All right. Also, for you guys who might not know, there are 2 streamers in here that are absolutely amazing. They're awesome. You guys should go check them out. We have Trade Intuition and Meet Damien. They both go live on YouTube. Damien also goes live on TikTok. I'm not sure if Trade Intuition goes live anywhere else, but either way, you can find all of his music anywhere there is music. So you can always have a little piece of him somewhere. But here is the Meet Damien channel. You guys should actually get over there, give him a sub, and then you also should be checking out Trade Intuition. I will be dropping both of these links in the chat momentarily, so bear with me for a second. Bear with me. So copy that. We're going to paste it. This one is Trade Intuition. You guys can get amazing TA teaching as well as great music. And then you got Meet Damien here, who's going to give it to you straight. Just give you all the info you're looking for. And get some good TA out of both of these people. So go check them out. Go subscribe. Turn the notifications on. Do all that you can. Support the homies. All right. Shameless plugs over. We're getting back to the charts. What's up, Max? How you doing today? How you doing? What is up? What is up? By the way, JB, I saw your post in the Discord. How was the chicken with the cayenne pepper? Wait, was it? It wasn't cayenne pepper. Shit, I forgot what kind of pepper that was. God damn it, curry powder. There we go. I'm losing my mind slowly but surely. We're just going to blame the years of head trauma. It's fine. It's fine. I'd like to request DJI, SPX, and that other one. Got you covered. DJI, the Dow Jones Industrial, the S&P 500, and I don't know what SMCI is. But we're going to learn today. We got to learn today. Of course, Damien, of course. Indian curry powder. Yeah, that was hard for me. Can I please look at party and sign? Okay, all right. Party and sign. I'm guessing sign, a signpost or something. I'm not sure. It was delicious. I smoked it for 4 hours with a mesquite, hickory, and oak blend. Oh, that actually sounds amazing. You know what, JB? I'm coming over next time. Coming over. I'm gonna want a plate. Just throwing it out there. No pressure. I might just show up and take it. It's fine. It's fine. You can chase me. All right. So yeah, Ethereum right now, I'm still thinking we're going to be going down, but you know what? Sometimes they just like to keep the party rolling, and the way that they can do that is by utilizing the level that they're currently sitting at, even slightly lower. They could be utilizing this as support, so let's just give the bullish case scenario. If it does decide to run up, if for some reason this thing gets all buck wild and crazy because, I don't know, Trump starts glazing Saudi Arabia again, maybe we start seeing a move anywhere between 13.8 and possibly 18.4% upside. However, if we pull back, automatically, I'm thinking this area down here is a great area of value. It was never backtested. It was never touched. You could even go as low as this down here, but let's not get crazy about a 28% pullback, all right? Let's just focus on this. Let's just focus on this. 19% I'm okay with. I'm all right. You had a great run. Now go get some Cheetos. It's fine. Add ARB, please. I got you, Max. ARB. Anytime you cook like that daily. Very nice, JB. Very nice. Oh man, it's like I'll take 28%. Yeah, that's because we short around here, and all we see is opportunity, and that's all we really care about. Opportunity. So never get mad about price action going down. Just be happy that it's moving. Sideways is terrible. It's actually terrible. There's no progress. Moving on, we have XRP. So XRP, is a 58-cent prophecy coming? I don't know, but I will say, triple bearish divergence on the 4-hour. We're just waiting for that lower high. Oh, did we do it? No, we kind of double topped. So we can still claim this as a double top. I don't care. Pull this thing back. Pull it back. Navi. All right, I got you, me Damien. Navi. Got you covered. So right now, we do have to also pay attention on the daily. XRP kind of looks scary. We pointed this out the other day. We have hidden bearish divergence on XRP. You get a high, lower high, and the relative strength is higher. That's not supposed to happen, XRP. So with that being said, we do have a measured move. So the hope is still alive for 58 cents. I mean, I've been drinking my Haterade. I've been chilling it in the fridge. It has been tasting delicious. I've been really sad seeing XRP run up, but a 69% downside sounds like a good summer to me. All right? I might even put a trade in on this where I short the daylights out of it. And then just like watch all the XRP army cry in their rooms. Would be great. But we still have to drop below 209, which apparently is the greatest level of support of all time. It's possible. It's a possibility. I'm hopeful. I don't know, man. Meta might be acquiring XRP. And a little birdie said, hey, Rich, I want you to tell me, whatever happened to Oculus? Did it go up in value? Did it? I don't think it did. I hope Meta grabs it. You know, how's that Libra token doing? How's that doing? Yeah. Libra didn't do well. How's Diem? No, that didn't do well either. I hope Meta takes it. Zuckerberg knows how to light things on fire. They're better at it than Justin Sun. Okay? So, do it, Zuck. Do it! Any options about... any opinions on the PPI news? Wait, we had PPI news today? I actually didn't know about it. Hold on. What? ChatGPT, don't do me dirty. We had PPI data? This might be a problem. No, there wasn't. What the... Oh, it comes out tomorrow. Oh, shit. Hey, that might cause a little turmoil. Dude, I hate Zuck. Everybody hates Zuck. Screw Zuck. Does that really matter? Since these crooks buy OTC? That's true. That's very true, Jim. But it does matter, because that means they have a lot of selling power. Does matter. I'm going to counter trade Porky on the XRP. Hey, man. I mean, if we fall below 209, you're going to hear me singing. I'm going to be singing out loud. I'm going to have Joe record it. I'm going to be like, hey, Mom, throw me on the internet. Yeah, XRP, 58 cents, baby. 58 cents. It would be great. It would be awesome. You all would hate me, but I would be okay with it. But yeah, hidden bearish divergence on the daily is a really scary thing. So keep that in mind. It is very scary. I said upcoming PPI. Well, Mo, I can't read. I'm a part of the American public education. Work with me here, buddy. Work with me, man. So are you saying you're rooting for my mom to lose money on her XRP? Rich, at this point, I'm kind of rooting for you should stop being a bad son and get her out of XRP. That's just me. I'm not gonna throw shade. I would never put my mother in XRP. I would never do it. I care about my mother. I would take a log of 58. Yeah, that's fair. I'll flip to short if we lose the 200 MA on XRP. I mean, that's fine. We almost had a death cross. Like this was a tease. That was the biggest tease ever. All right, we shouldn't stick to this. Let's go to Solana next. Solana, All right, Solana, it's kind of doing the scary thing too, but at least you broke this high, so that's good. But the fact that you're below this high, your strength is like overbought now, bearishly backtesting the 200. It might be time to take a little retracement, but it's fine, no big deal. We do have support sitting at 135 that I would be aiming at. Wait, is Zuck/Meta trying to buy XRP or sell? They would probably buy it to sell it. Yeah, who knows? Who knows, man? Right now, though, for Solana, a really good area, if it did fall down, would be right here for support. I'd be looking at that 152 level. If we lost it, 135 should act as really strong support. However, understand, it's always a possibility to get even further in the retracements. So if we go even further, I mean, you could be looking at 115 to 106. Like the 786, 886 retracements, it's a very common thing, especially if something goes wrong. But yeah, so I'm still looking for pullbacks. The bearish backtest at the 200 while being overbought and making bearish divergence on the daily, well, you know, that's kind of all the criteria for me to start looking for downside. So yeah, that's Solana right now. Getting a retrace would be fine. Your 50% retrace is sitting at $140 right now. Next up, we have Sui. So Sui, great time up there, consolidating. You did good, Sui. You did really good. You have bearish divergence on the daily, though, and you're at a major resistance. So, you know what? As good as you did, this area is acting as resistance from history. And your relative strength, now that you're back at it, is really high in comparison. So, hey, Sui, why don't you go take a water break? Just go take a water break. It's okay. It's all right. We're not mad. We're not mad. We're actually glad you did so well. It's just, you know, get off the steroids. Take a pee test or two. It's fine. It's fine. Right now, for the downside, though, we could be looking at anywhere between a 618, 50. That 298 looks extremely attractive to me to the downside. But noted, if you break to the upside, $5 is the target. There's a bullish case for everything. It's just, since I think Bitcoin could be, you know, taking a little breather, these altcoins are going to get devastated in the process. So trade accordingly. If we do not break out on Bitcoin, we are looking for downside. I've got a nice bag, actually. Wait, what? Good, Zuck can buy all the XRP, pump that coin. DZ, he ain't pumping shit. There's no billionaire that's like, I can't wait to make other people rich. None of them want to do that. Literally zero of them. He's mad people left him to make Sui and Say still. That's pretty funny. I care about my mother. XRP to $500 and 3056. Oh boy. Oh god. That's terrible. That's terrible. I highly doubt a DZ. Right. That just sorry. It's hopeful thinking though. I like the hopium. It's just I don't see it. DZ talking to him. Got it. Okay. All right. But yeah. So Sui right now. If you break out to the upside, $5, no doubt about it. I'm sure it'll short squeeze straight up there. Noted. When we get to the stocks, there actually is a lot of hopium for Bitcoin on a breakout. So understand that. I am just giving you the bearish take. We're going to find out tomorrow what direction Wall Street wants to take this. But as of right now, it seems like Asia is trying to fight against the bots. So yeah, it is what it is. Up 28 trillion. Well, Jim, that's why he also said in 3058. You know, it's a little ways off. Next up, we got FET. So FET surprisingly had my attention for most of the day. And then recently it decided, you know what? Fuck your attention. I don't care. So we are in a downtrend. This recent uptrend, it just died. We had this nice level that was acting as support. Resistance, support, well, it is now resistance once again. And we are maintaining a downtrend here. Beautiful drop. So, yeah, we're looking to see if we hold this uptrend or not. What's up, Mo Money? How you doing today? Welcome in. If we do not hold this uptrend, well, we do have those downside targets for FET. And we also have another uptrend that could act as a support. So we have to kind of wait and see what FET wants to do. But right now, current support is sitting at 78 cents. And if we lose it, I would first be aiming at this level at 643. But let's check out our fibs. Let's see what we got. Checking out the fibs. It's right-ish. Yeah, 63.1 seems like a really good spot for FET to catch some bids, make a lower high, and then possibly roll over if we're bearish. If we're bullish, on the other hand, shit, we're going to $1.07. Already marked out. We have two levels to look at. From this low to high, we can go to $1.07. From this low to slightly higher low, it is a 19% move. So there are bullish things that could happen. I just kind of think it's going down. We need another ridiculous green earnings for Nvidia, AI coins like that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I do think FET's going to slowly bleed out now. I might take profits in my SUI if PPI is bad tomorrow. I didn't even realize we get PPI data tomorrow, and I was like, why is it so choppy today? This is stupid. But PPI data, I'm guessing it's going to be good. Like, I don't see it being bad, but who knows? All right, checking out NIR. So NIR is doing a very interesting consolidation here. I'm going to zoom into the 5 minutes so you guys can see how I got stopped out of this trade before stream started, and I'm pissed about it. How are we going to really do a double bottom right here and then wick below it? This is some bullshit. You not only double bottomed, you broke your recent high, and then you said, nah, we choose violence, and then stop everybody out. What are we doing? What are we doing? Makes no sense. Struggle bus doesn't stop at super micro. That's pretty funny. But yeah, so NIR, I mean, I'm still thinking you're going to make a 618 golden retrace based off breaking a downtrend. I just, you know what? I'm not even trading it anymore. Just they can kind of kick rocks. But if it does make that golden retrace, you're looking for like a 4% move to the upside. Either way, rocks can be kicked. If it does stay bullish, I mean, realistically, your next target is more than likely $4.52. There's not much stopping you here at 364. You'll probably cut through that like hot butter. So, bullish case, you go there. Bearish case, you get a formal backtest on a previous downtrend, which I'm okay with also. NIR can come on down. Market maker for NIR is a turd. You're not wrong. What time is the data coming out? DZ, for us, 5:30 a.m. Enjoy waking up early. I'm just going to trade around 9 or 10. That's my go-to. Because there ain't no way I'm waking up at 5:30 to look at some data and still not be in a trend. I'm just not doing it. Alrighty, so this is what I see out of NIR. If it does decide to pull back, because noted, you are at a major resistance, finding tons of resistance. Also, you can see your strength is just falling off a cliff. So, yeah, go down, get some Gatorade. You're gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Maybe get one of those gel packs because you're about to go for a long bike ride. I don't know, man. Do what you're gonna do. Next up, we got H-bar. So H-bar currently dealing with the same bear divergence, lower high situation that the entire market's going through. This thing is starting to look like the Rocky Mountains. I'm ready for this to just fall on down. Give me the golden arches, baby. This just says McDonald's to me. Anyways, if we maintain above this little level here, yeah, we got a nice little move to the upside, which could be great because our golden retrace is still sitting up here at 29611, which would be cool. Stay hydrated on the pullback. Exactly. Stay hydrated. But let's just say it does move to the upside. Let's just say the market decides, oh, we're done being weenie babies. We're going to keep this party rolling. We're looking at like 44% upside. However, finding support back at 16961 could be a really good opportunity as well. So we do have bullish bearish case, but yeah, we're going to find out pretty soon what it's going to do because in the next 8 hours, it's going to have to make a decision. Are you breaking out or are you falling down? Let's find out. Anyways, ADA. So ADA Cardano, or Cardonzo, as Kramer likes to call it. Same thing. We got the golden arches happening here. So McDonald's applications are down here, whereas Lambos are up here. It's really no other way around. It's one or the other. Thanks, Porky. I don't think data gonna make a difference. Yeah, it doesn't make too much of a difference. It's kind of like they take the data, you see an initial reaction, and then the markets go back to what they're doing, and then market open, you know, Wall Street likes to, I don't know, play around with it. The only way that it's different is if you see the market start skyrocketing, you're like, oh, it was good, and it'll be good all day. But if it has very little moves, it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be awful. He got jokes tonight. I do have jokes tonight. I'm working on my stand-up routine. You know, these McDonald's applications, they're not going to fill out themselves. And I need to be different than all of you. So if I can make the manager laugh, I'm getting the job. Okay? Anyways, ADA, same boat as H-bar. I mean, literally, if we get bullish, you're going straight up to like $1.09. If we get bearish, well, you know, great area of value sitting down here at 6563 and 6450. Great areas of value. What's up, Nigel? How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, there's that. All right, let's check out the stocks. Let's get out to our daily and let's see the bit of hopium that Wall Street is giving us. Apparently Coinbase is getting into the S&P 500 because hot damn, gap up and run. So we have an official breakout for Coinbase. This is great. This is awesome. This is copacetic. We are just running. So with that being said, you do have a measured move, which is kind of scary because your measured move is $493. Shocked, I know. I'm shocked too. It's kind of wild. The even more wild part, I looked at this earlier, it's kind of like, oh my Jiminy Christmas, what did we just break above? We had the fake out, we held the support, and we're running? Excuse me right now? So yeah, if Coinbase is doing this well, the expectation is that Bitcoin will do well also. So here's our little bit of hopium, our little slice of greatness, where we could see this thing go up a lot. A lot. In your experience, other than BTC and ETH, what crypto respects TA the most? Anything that is trending. So if you see it as like top 10 in trending, you know there's a lot of traders in there. Anything that has a lot of traders at the time, it will respect TA. As soon as it's off that trending thing, you might want to short it. The best way to show your support for Porky, smash the like button. Porky is sharing his knowledge and giving us his time. Smash the like, do what he said. Do that. Yes, thank you so much, Trade Intuition, for saying such kind words. I do appreciate you. But yeah, so right now with this, even if we do pull back to get a back test, I'm looking for 222 to hold as support. I'm looking for a golden cross soon after. If Coinbase, the stock, does well, you should expect a lot of funds to start flowing into Bitcoin over time. So this is our little slice of hopium, but also we are overbought on the daily after this, so there's that. Anyways, moving on from here, we got MicroStrategy. So MicroStrategy, we've been looking at it a couple times because it's been requested a few times. It's about to make its measured move. That 96% move to the upside, you're almost there. And it does look like you're about ready to roll over a little bit. So hopium is getting snatched away by the second. As this happens, if it does retrace, you do have a nice little level of support that I would be looking to hold. If you don't hold it, well, you know, 314 looks pretty good too. But 341, this is a level that was acting as resistance and could act as support. Since we already are rolling over on your stochastic, we are starting to roll over from being nearly overbought. I'm okay with a nice little pullback, but let's not make it last for too long. Anyways, give it enough time. I'm pretty sure 811 is going to be coming based off this price action here. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But if Bitcoin gets a strong rally because Coinbase is rallying, it's going to be simultaneously MicroStrategy will start rallying. It's a compounding effect at this point. Everything's intertwined. It's kind of wild. That Kava is a good for long trade. $100, 15x is good. I remember when Coinbase stock was $75, but I was just stating with all this, so I didn't get in. Oh, you were just starting with all this. I understand. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I mean, I was dumb enough to sell Tesla at, I think it was $667 before it did a 4-to-1 split. I got in at 196. I sold it at 667. And then I watched it run up to 1200 before it did the 4-to-1 split. And I was like, wow, I'm really stupid. Damn it. Yeah, that was a fun little lesson. That was like my first real lesson in the stock market of you should probably just buy and hold for a while. I was like, but it's up 3x. Stocks don't do this, right? Well, apparently Tesla does. So, speaking of which, great segue to the next chart. Tesla, right now, slowly making its way uptown, getting to our target of $385. What'll it do at that point? I don't have a clue. Honestly, I have no idea. But I'm just glad I'm so far right. We do have resistance overhead at 359, so some people might be taking profits at that level. Just keep that in mind. But your golden retrace is that 385. Also, considering you did technically make a higher low, this could go absolutely insane. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Tesla had a low float at the time. Some same reason Carvana whips around. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Since we're talking about back in the day, I bought 5K worth of ETH at $137 2017 and BTC at 5 to 6K. Yeah, it sucks, right? Sucks, right? When you look back, you're like, damn, stupid. It's similar to a coin with a low supply. Oh, I understand, Jim. Okay. Who would have thought? No idea. All right, let's go ahead and check in on Microsoft. Microsoft's breaking out. Didn't expect that. I actually did not expect that. Microsoft decided we're just going to keep the gaps intact. So looking like a breakaway gap here for Microsoft, even though you're overbought, but still looks like a breakaway gap. This looks kind of crazy. So we might even see it rally up to 511 to 565. This is strong. So strong. You also bought gold at 1300 in Oz. And bought 1300 an ounce. Bought 5 ounces of gold at 1850. Sheesh. Actually, I've liked your TA a little too much. It really did. It got pretty horny off that, didn't it? Kind of crazy. But you know what? This just tells me I need to start trading futures. That's what this tells me. I need futures. All right, checking out Walmart. Walmart has earnings tomorrow. Tomorrow, decisions will be made. Oh no. We're going to find out. Are we going up? Are we going down? We got 15% to the upside. We got 33% downside. When they find out people aren't spending money, oh boy, this thing could tank. So let's see how Walmart does. But you do have an uptrend sitting down there to catch you when you fall. I think they're going to have bad earnings, but we'll see what their forecasting is. We'll see. Never held any of these because I was young and dumb. Exactly, DZ. It's terrible, right? If you could talk to your younger self, you'd be like, hey, lay off the alcohol. The girls don't matter. Hold it. See, last night trades did go to good on KSM. Oh my god, all trades went to crap. KSM, though, luckily enough, I moved the trade up into, like, I don't know, 2% profit or something. Got stopped out right before bed, and I was like, what is going on here? Then I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, Bitcoin looks like it might fall. How weird. And then all day, Chop City. So, yeah. My trades are not going well the past 2 days. I'm wondering what tomorrow is going to bring. I will put in one trade tomorrow morning. If it goes poorly, well, I'm done trading till Friday. Because, oh my goodness, the market is out for liquidity right now. They are not out for movement. It shows. It really does show. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start diving into the requests now. So DJI is next. Dow Jones Industrial Index had a beautiful breakout. So the downside did not happen at all, which also means here's our possible move over here. Holy moly. Oh, worst mistake I made was selling Soul, S-O-U-L, at 4 cents, ran to $3. I sold at the low, then a week later it ripped. That's awful. That is awful. So here's your potential over time. You're looking at 15, possibly even 25%. Considering Dow Jones Industrial only goes up, I think that's going to happen. You know, it's just a thought. So you are broken out. You're above resistance. Let it grind its way up there. KSM, no lower than 1850. Good morning. What's up, Rays? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, Rave, not Rays. What's up? All right, DJI SPX. So the S&P 500. S&P 500, beautiful breakout. Don't care about this uptrend anymore because you're going up to touch it. Considering we do have inflation basically whooped, I think we're just going to keep grinding up. So measured move right now, you're looking at anywhere between 6,650 and going up to 7,345. I think people's retirements are recovering, which is really nice. It's really nice, actually. I do like that the Dow Jones Industrial and the S&P 500 are coming back up. This is a very good thing. So right now I'm looking for 12 and possibly even 24% upside. The only thing we do have to worry about, though, is like we've made a pretty decent retrace. We're sitting at the 786. If we start rolling over, oh boy, that's going to suck. It's going to be really bad. Yeah, 102k coins. What in the world? Yeah, so that is something we do have to pay attention to. However, I would be looking for a higher low if we do pull back. So I'd be looking for somewhere around this area at 5,344 if we get a pullback. I just don't think it will. It looks as if we're gonna V-shape recover here. Is there no way to turn my USDC to USDT on buy DeFi? I don't have a clue. Normally, if you have USDC, that's only on Coinbase, and you would convert it to a regular crypto, then send it to an exchange, and then utilize the exchange stable coins. So I actually have no idea, Master E. I wish I did know. Everything went down, but not Kava. It's the only thing I'm in the green on. Well, yeah, Kava is probably the most stable thing in the market right now because it's already done a weekly bullish divergence and achieved a higher low. It's going to be extremely hard for sellers to try and push that thing down because all the sellers are gone. So it's like, what are you going to do? Move it 2%? Okay, who cares? As long as it stays above that support down there, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. All right, super micro computer. Beautiful. How in the world does this happen? Yep, we're still looking for that 127 at least percent moves to the upside. Maybe you hit $91. Maybe. But super micro computer, it's out here doing things. It got a little scary there for a second, didn't it? But hey, you have a confirmed breakout. You have a nice little movement up. This is good. It is not a higher low. That's unfortunate, but you're doing all right. Doing all right. Up 15% on the day. Sheesh. Thing went crazy. But yeah, you still have tons of upside for this thing. So good luck on the trade. You still maintained your higher lows. Yeah, $91 could be the nice area to be aiming at. Let's go super micro. All right, next up we got ARB. ARB, Arbitrum. Arbitrum made its beautiful 31% move. We are happy about it. It's great. It's awesome. You are at overhead resistance. So there is that. There is that. TA on Aurora. What? Kava will remain sideways forever. Oh, man. Jim, I'm really glad is close to Kramer. FFAI. What is that? Is that a token? Is FFAI a token or something? I don't know. I'm gonna need you to tell me. AURARO. Okay. I mean, I'll write it down, but I don't think I know what that is. No? What is that, a stock? I don't know. So Arbitrum, I believe it made its measured move. I believe. Bink. Oh, it did. Hit the full measured move. Can we check out ETHFi coins? Sure. Oh, it's a stock? Oh, I got you. Coins are popping off. Oh, can we check out ETHFi? Coin been popping off. Gotcha. We shall check it. We shall check it. All right, let's go into the 4 hour here. Let's get an idea of what's going on. Well, the positive here, you do not have bearish divergence. This is just consolidation. Well, go figure. All right, Max. Max picking a winner. Love it. You know, Max is usually known for anything he asks for. Invest in it in 2 weeks. It'll start moving. 2 weeks. Okay, so we have this level here that is acting as some form of support, I believe. So this level, this area, you kind of don't want to hang out in here too long. If we can get out of there, that would be great. Checking your daily, though. Your daily looks like you can hang out here for a hot minute. You got a daily candle close right below it. That's unfortunate. Oh, even more unfortunate because on the daily it looks different. Yikes. Yikes. Bearish backtest. Oh, no. Man, this thing looks way different. All right. So if you stay below 432, you're likely to come straight down to 394. So if you do come down to 394, that's where you're going to be looking for opportunities to possibly go long. Let me see if that is also a 50% retrace from your low to high. And lo and behold, it is. So looks like a great 50% retrace possibility. I would be looking for a bit more downside, of course. Looking at your 1 hour. 1 hour is doing its best not to suck, but you lost your 50 simple. That's unfortunate. You also put hidden bearish divergence in. Why? Why we got to do that? Because now we got some terrible news here. Terrible, terrible news. We could end up going down to 36 cents. Damn. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That damn PRQ skyrocket out of nowhere, up 80%. I missed the move, so still holding. Oh no. That's awful. Didn't we look at PRQ the other day? Oh man, crazy. Low cap coin, spiky. That's true. Oh my word. UNH down over 25% since we looked at it. Went below the 1618 measured move. No wonder the DJI is in red. Oh, really? Dang. That's wild. That's wild. Out here hurting people. Surprisingly, right now, ARB could be set up for a very nice shorting opportunity. Sorry to give you great news, but right now, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You just got a bearish cross and a bearish backtest on the 200. It's kind of attractive. It's kind of cute. It might be going places. It just might be. And then the best part is, you also have hidden bearish divergence. Oh, God. Oh, God. We weren't ready. Oh, no. All right, so the hidden bearish div, that's really the problem. I know some of you are like, "What you talking about, bud?" Well, I'm talking about this right here. The fact that your strength is so gosh darn high with the price coming down. That's not a good look. And if you guys were here during the shorting escapades of, I don't know, the last few months, we bankroll off this one. We take this all day, every day, and we print. Well, I mean, we have a really good time with these ones. So I would say I'd be looking for like 4.39% to the downside. It just looks kind of nice. Looks kind of nice. So I'm going to be on the hunt for these hidden bearish divergence moves. But dang. You got hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour and the 15. I'm sorry I don't have better news for you, Max. I'm sorry I don't have better news for you. But that 15 looks like it wants to pull you down by your hair and make you call it daddy. So ARB is textbook perfect short, right? That's what I think. Yeah. Yeah. Looks really, really nice with that. Damn. I would only be looking for shorts on this one. That's awful. But if it gets bullish for some reason, your bullish target's kind of crazy. I'm not even joking. Because of how high you went, it's kind of crazy. Like, I already measured it. Somebody could have caught me on that. So let's just say it decided, everybody who saw what I just saw decided to go short at the same time. We all get short squeezed. Well, you might see this thing rally up 51% while Bitcoin falls. That didn't sound right, did it? All right, we'll see what ARB does. We'll visit back at this. Either way, I did a bullish and bearish case. I literally can't be wrong. But what I think is going to happen is downside. That's what I think. All right. So I can be wrong now. You guys can make your own decision because it's never financial advice. Let's go on from here. We got Dog and Me. I can't believe that's actually a ticker. Someone needs to go to jail. Anyways, USDT MEXC. I'm guessing Bitmart has the most info, or this weird KSEX. Weeks is up here. Oh shit. All right, we're gonna go with this off-brand Kmart style exchange. We're gonna do that. Dog and Me has very little data, so we know the drill here. I'm probably gonna be wrong. Don't get mad at me because there's not enough data, but we're gonna try our best. I'm gonna give you everything I got. All right, DZ. All right. We're gonna try really, really hard, and then probably fail because the market is out to get us. Let's go into the daily. So on your daily, this thing looks strange. You broke your high. That's a positive. That's a real positive. You also broke above what was acting as resistance. So that's even better. You're right above it. This is good. You are making a lower high, so you better stay above it. Now, let's go into your 4 hour. 4 hour, a lot of bearish divergence. That's okay. You reset your stochastic. There's possibilities here. So here, 1 hour. 1 hour. We lost our 50. That's unfortunate. We don't want to do that. We really don't want to do that. Going into the downtrend here, you kind of don't want to wick up like that either. Let's go into the 15 minute. 15 minute. What do we got? We got almost overbought. Weird movement. But that bearish cross doesn't look nice. Serious question, Porky. How many dogs have been in you? None. I mean, maybe the Shiba in you, you know? Good evening, Porky. Popcat, please. To closer, how you doing today? Welcome in, Popcat. Alright, so sadly, I do like rounded bottoms and all. I don't like bearish crosses. So I'm going to give you the bearish case first, because I'm bearish on the market right now, and I think it's just going to go with trend. Noted, this thing is probably an extremely low market cap, and it can go on meme coin physics, which is really hard to read. I would think 26% downside. However, you are technically making a higher low, so this is going to give you a very nice indication of when to short or get out or something, but As soon as you break this uptrend, run for the hills. Could get real dark real fast. But you could be looking at the possibility of 0.01679, which would yield you a around 72% move to the upside. Can I please look at GOAT? Is it GOAT Porky, or are you saying GOAT space Porky? I'll look at GOAT. It sounded better in my head. We're just gonna ignore it. Don't clip it. It's gonna be bad all around. All right, dogging me done. We're gonna go with Moo Dang. So anybody who feels like they missed out on the move, you missed out on the downside also. Dang. We got Bart Simpson in the house. Haven't seen him in a while. You got ear, head, ear. I mean, what more do you want? You lose this level. Gonna be bad. You're gonna start getting the rest of his body in. Oh man. Oh man. I haven't seen Bart Simpson in a while. That's crazy. For those of you who don't understand the Bart Simpson pattern, usually it happens in random coins where you see a quick spike up, you get his spiky hair, and then a quick drop down. It is probably the worst thing ever if you're trying to trade it. And normally it is followed with either sideways price action for long periods of time or a very bad dip. Like, I mean, real bad. So, the Moondag has been going crazy lately. Absolutely crazy. But it does look like they're starting to take a lot of profits off the table. While making a lower high, you've already reset your stochastic, giving you room to continue falling. You are below a major level of support, and it is now acting as resistance. So I would be looking for a lot of downside. I mean like a lot of downside. But let's get our trending fib tool. Let's see what we got here. So from the first look of things, where did you get? You got a 2618. That was one heck of a short. Wow. That's amazing. All right. Where can this go from here? We're going to continue on this trending fib tool. Down, and here we go. Yikes. The next one, oh my god. I've never seen it that low. That's crazy. The 1618 to the downside, you could make a nearly 100% retrace. This could get really bad. Spiky head falls to the ear and dumps to the shoes. Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like it's gonna try and do. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but cautiously optimistic, because yeah, the downside potential here is kind of rough. It's very inefficient price action to the upside because it was pumping like crazy after doing absolutely nothing, and it is a meme coin. So if we have any prolonged period of downside, you could see 76.64% downside, which is extremely common for these meme coins. The 786, 886, that's really the area you want to get in. So enjoy shorting the daylights out of this thing. Enjoy it. Bart is worse than death. Yeah, Bart is actually worse than a death cross. It is actually worse than a death cross. Looks like a good to short. It is really good to short. The thing with the short though, you're gonna want a stop loss above this wick high here, sitting around 28088, and let it ride. Just let it ride. Check it in a week or two, just see how low it got. That's generally speaking how these things work. But moving on from this one, oh man, Moondag. As great as it was to the upside, it's better to the downside. Trust me. Going on from this, you got AIT protocol. Let's check it out. On your 1 hour, looks like we're trying to catch some bids here, which is nice. The only thing is I don't like how much movement we got out of the stochastic off of nothing of a move. That's unfortunate. Let's check our not 12, because I don't look at the 12. 4 hour. 4 hour time frame. You did have bearish divergence, and you canceled that shit out. So AIT looking extremely strong here, surprisingly. What do I mean by that? I mean, you had a high, a higher high, lower relative strength. You had a third high, strength was still falling, and then you broke all the highs on your relative strength on the next move up. This is how you cancel out bearish divergence. So it does have room to run to the upside. This is nice. This is good. This is what the children are saying, demure. All right. Anyways, going into your 1 hour time frame. So the 1 hour, I'm going to give it a little bit more weight to the upside just because of what it did on the 4 hour. So right now, I'm going to be looking for it to go up and hit some resistance, which is nice. AIT does look set up to be able to go up anywhere between 32 and 36% upside. You are working with a downtrend right now, and it looks like it's broken out. So downtrend breakout, great. Let's go into your 15 minute. Do we have it? We do have bullish divergence. I think we canceled. No, we didn't. What the? Yeah, we still have bullish divergence. Great. And we're moving on up. This is good. This is really good. You do have opportunity here at a 36% move to the upside. Very nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's go back out to our 4 hour. Let's get to the next one. So next we have Honey. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. All right, sorry, just flashbacks of a great childhood. Honey, we had a beautiful spike to the upside, then a pullback. And I am on the chart that has no data. What are we doing here? There we go. All right. So, beautiful spike to the upside, pullback. We had an 886 retracement. So, flashing back to Moodag, remember, these 886s, it happens. And it's like, oh, well, Honey didn't go that high. Yeah, it did. It went up 92%. So go sit on some fire hydrants or something if you think that. But now you got a higher low and you're trying to push your way up. This is good. 4 hour time frame, neutral territory, low stochastic, sitting on top of a nice bullish cross on the 4 hour. This is really, really good. And you're broken out of a long-term downtrend, even better. So I would be looking for upside. However, there's always that one little problem. We do have a downtrend, so that's unfortunate. So if we need to get a breakout, that's going to be the hard part, is getting the breakout. But if we do, we're aiming for 52774, which could yield you a beautiful 76% move to the upside. This could randomly do it in a day, could take a year. We just kind of have to wait and see. Check out your 1 hour. 1 hour is resetting above the 200. That's great. Let's see what your 15's doing. And there's the poopiness. You are below the 200 and technically bearishly backtested it. That's unfortunate. So this consolidation could take a while. It could take a while. Just understand that. But as long as you're maintaining these higher lows and double bottom, you're doing really good. I do love coiled price action. Just a shame Bitcoin looks like she wants to pull back. It is a shame. It really is. Because it's like all these patterns that look really good, you'll be like, oh, wow, it could have, and it didn't. So we're hoping Bitcoin isn't too mean to us. Hopefully the data comes out tomorrow and Wall Street goes back to buying. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, moving on from Honey, we got Party. I don't even know what Party is. Bachelor Party stocks. Hold on, what? That's a thing? It's also a crypto. Well, now I'm confused. We're going to look at the crypto. All right. Ew. It's terrible on the 15. Oh. Give me a gross taste in my mouth. Ew. Big old cup. Now you got to make the handle. All right. Let's go to your daily. We're going to do our best here, but understand, it's probably going to be wrong. Not enough data. Not enough data. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt. You lost support. You have support. There's possibility. Opportunity. You made a lower high. You're fucked. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's not good, but, you know, probably going to be celibate after this pullback. All right. Let's go with the trending fib tool just to get an idea for what could happen. You're aiming at 24288. That doesn't even line up with support. You wouldn't like Bachelor Party stock? Sparks is line charting. No candles. Ew. Why? Are they just that old? Bachelors, old as time? Oh, let's check out your 1 hour. Now, your 1 hour does have hidden bullish divergence, so that's good. Maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. Maybe. But you really do have to start going up. You already have your triple bearish divergence. If you come up and make a lower high, that's going to be a real problem. So let's just say you do get to come up. I would be aiming and seeing what happens at this 38883 level. If you do come up, once again, low market cap, it does not have to come up. They operate on their own rules. But if it does go up, I'm looking for about a 17% rally. If you stop anywhere below that previous high, I'm going to be looking for a lot of downside. And if that is the case, you have a very good spot right down here at 12 cents that you would be staring at. So just mentally prepare for something like that if it does not go your way. Mentally prepare for a 66% drawdown. But let's just say you break to the upside. Let's say everything's fine, everything's copacetic, no problems here. Well, that means you could take the entirety of this and look for a measured move, taking you all the way up to 56,185. So there are some possibilities here. The only reason you have this possibility is because you made a higher high than this previous high. That is your only reason you can even fathom this happening. So upside targets, you're anywhere between 17% and the possibility of 67% upside. If you stop at 17% and roll over, now it's fully intact that you can be coming down to 66% because that means the bearish divergence is taking over. I'm in a short on Party, actually. You're in a short on this. Wow. Go figure. Well, it might play out. But, you know, you're oversold on the 1 hour. Might not be great to sit around in the short for too long. Just maybe. But you know what? Make your own decisions. Alright, so that's Party. Moving on from here, we got Sign. Not a stock. Is a crypto. Alright, we're good. We're good. See how I use context clues there? I'm getting smarter. Guys better watch out. Oh, better hide your children. I'm going to teach them all how to read. All right, here we go. Here we go. Actually, I want that. All right. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. I'll tell you what. On the daily, that's a really bad look. It's even worse when you do this. That's really not great. You don't have support anywhere. I hope you're shorting Sign because Sign looks like doo-doo garbage. It doesn't look good. I will long half the position size as a hedge, but I bet it dropping. Well, yeah, if Bitcoin pulls back, the market's gonna look a little bloody, little bit bloody, just a wee bit. Oh yikes! Oh no! Oh no! Likely to happen though. Extremely likely to happen. But yeah, you can see this thing come all the way down here. Extremely likely to happen. That's a 98% drop. Oh my god. I'm in a short on Sign as well. I like shorting. Mo, I understand. I get it. What trading strategy do I use? Normally it's the bump and run. So pretty much it's like you had this area that was acting as a possible area of resistance. We fell below it. We're bumping it. Now it's time to run. So the run is what we short. Yeah. Prades 1231. hopefully I answered your question with that one. I know everybody has their own term for it, but that's what I like. You break a level, you hold a level, then you continue in the direction. So either you're going up or down, I don't care. I will long it, I'll short it, I will be a pig about it. It's fine. But you need a trend overall. You need a trending market. So like basic support and resistance strategy, exactly. More basic generally works way better. Everybody that makes it really complicated, normally they're swing traders looking for the bottom or the top. Normally. But yeah, it's not me. I buy, hold, and I take profit in certain areas. But when I'm trading, nah, that's support, resistance. If it's holding, great. We can go whatever direction it is. Money is made faster on short. I am enjoying the ALCH short. Since then, let it drop. Yeah. All right. Navi. Navi is. It is a stock. Let's check out the stock of Navi. The Navi. We're going back to Avatar, baby. This is not a great bearish backtest of the 200 and hidden bearish divergence. That's not okay. Let's check the weekly here. Let's see if the weekly is giving us something better. Not really. Not really. I like the higher low. I don't like these bearish. Oh, gosh. It looks so bearish. Sheesh. Alright, so a little insight into my trading strategy is, generally speaking, what I would do is I would find the area that was acting most as support, and I would mark a line out right there. But of course, I would also get the wicks involved. So that's why we have this parallel channel here, and we'd bring it down right there. So the fact that we had this level that was acting as support, now it's super easy for your eyes to see it. You fell below, you bearishly backtested, you tried again, you fell all the way down. Now you're bearishly backtesting again. And if we look at the daily when we do this, we can now see you're also putting in hidden bearish divergence while bearishly backtesting the 200 daily moving average. This would have me extremely worried. I don't know what stock this is, but this doesn't look fantastic. So there you go. Hidden bearish divergence achieved. And this could continue down in the worst type of way, unless it breaks it. What's up, Rocks? How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. This could continue down in literally the worst type of way. So I'd be lurking till bedtime. You're sore? You're sore? Did you start lifting weights? I hope so. I really hope you did. Don't you slack off now. So here's your bearish case. 42% downside. Now, there is some light at the end of the tunnel because of what this recently just did. So the fact that you did have this previous high and you cleared it, this is good. This is really good. It gives you opportunities for creating a new uptrend. However, now you got to pull back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Also, I do not see bullish divergence. So this could have just been an oversold bounce. And now we're almost overbought. Ready to go now, whatever. But bullish case scenario is you end up doing this. Maybe you come back down a 50% retrace. Coming down to the 1235 level would be great. And after that, you could see it run all the way up to 1636. So with the bullish case in mind, I will mark it out. But I'll mark it out down to where I think it's going to come down to. Because it is a stock, the 618 usually acts as extremely strong support. So I would be looking for a 27% move to the upside and a break of this resistance if we do get this higher low. So overall, I guess technically I'm bullish on this, even though it's showing me a lot of bearishness. However, I would still be ready for a 42% drop. That's just what I see in this chart. Yeah. Anyways. I increased a bit of weight on your dumbbell exercises that focus on the armpit and back fat. Rocks, fun fact, you will never target certain areas of fat. You need to fix your diet. That's the best piece of advice I can give. Could you make muscles in those areas stronger? Sure. They will not draw from your fat. I promise you. I promise. Got time for SRPT? I guess I do. Thanks for being a member, Jim. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Going into the weekly here. That's what I'm working on as well. Working on it? Working on it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Rocks, you're either doing or you're not. Don't lie to yourself. Oh, I'm trying. No. We don't settle for that crap. Anyways. The area in which you fell below was not a great area to fall below. That's not good. The bearish back test is like the icing on the cake. How low we trying to go? It's hard getting the protein goal. It's hard getting protein. I can understand that, but you need to start just like snacking on some meat sticks or something. Get some protein supplements. I don't know what you need to do, but yeah, a lot of people have an issue with the protein. But noted, it could be worse. Could be worse. You are overextended to the downside on the weekly. You're super oversold, putting in some bullish divergence. Maybe. It needs to start turning around and going up. Checking out your daily time frame. Your daily just looks awful. I don't know what this company did wrong, but people don't like it. They really don't like it. And as of right now, you do have a level that could be acting as support, but you're not there yet. So 27.05 is what I'd be looking for. You cut sugar with high protein and healthy carbs and lost a lot of weight. Jordan, that is literally the way to go. That's honestly the way to go. JB, egg whites are a great protein source for low calories. That's true. Keto diet for the win. Keto done properly for the win. Alright, there's a lot of people who think I'll just throw some butter in my coffee, eat bacon and eggs, and I'll be fine. How about we get some roughage in there? You know, it's okay to eat greens while in keto. Alright? You need those phytonutrients also. You eat high protein. Very nice, Jordan. Smart. It's smart. SPRT had a gene therapy trial that killed a patient. Oh, they're fucked. 0 is a great place for it to go. Yeah, that great place for it to go. But no, you have support sitting at 27.05. We'll see if you end up catching bids there. Other than that, I mean, you do got another level down here at 11.15. So enjoy. Enjoy. Very true. It's crazy to me the amount of people who went on keto and suddenly they're like, oh my god, my cholesterol. And it's like, bro, you still need greens. What are you doing? I eat 3 to 4 eggs, protein, yogurt, and sometimes protein after your workout. That's not bad. Not bad. The yolk is the best part, though. Nothing's wrong with the yolk. Whoever tells you the yolk is going to boost your cholesterol levels, they're lying. I mean, you can have egg whites and add it to a bunch of things because they're flavorless. That's a great way to add protein to your diet. But no, there's no problem with the yolks. I don't know who started that myth, but they can just shut up. Jelly USDT is the wildest coin you've ever seen. I don't even know what Jelly is. I guess we can check it out. We're doing pretty good with the requests here. I'm not even gonna lie. Jelly. I genetically have high cholesterol, so I don't eat the egg yolk. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, man. Alrighty. Moving on from here, we got AURARO. That was a tough one for me. Alright. Let's get into it. We've been here before. Ooh, we're bottoming out. This is cute. We made an entire... Okay, when did we look at this last? I don't even remember. But either way, this looks pretty good. On the daily, you broke your lows. You made a higher high. Great. Awesome. Love to see it. Especially after it killed a trial patient. Yeah, you can't do that. Especially gene therapy. It wasn't even supposed to kill somebody. Like that. I think that's the worst part. So I would think if you do come down, you might touch this trend line going to the upside. You do have a level that could act as support as well that's sitting right here. So if you can stay above 0.958, you have a lot of upside actually. You'd be looking at this right here going to 13,993 and probably a formal back test of your 200 simple moving average by the time it does it. That's a 42% rise to the upside. I don't see any problems on the daily. Let's check your 4 hour. 4 hour, you got some issues here. It's no, you're just consolidating. No issues here. It's fine. And you also have this nice little area that irritating area. Very irritating area. Okay. Giant wicks. Jeez. Sheesh. I'll bring it down here. So yeah, if you can stay above this area right here, you're looking good. Your next leg up though, based off lower time frames, you could be looking at just like this. So you could be going to 11,692 provided you do not lose this level. So this could be your next leg up, 19% upside. Let's hope Bitcoin doesn't ruin this one. Let's hope Bitcoin does not ruin this one. All right, moving on from there. We have FFAI. Faraday Future Intelligent Electronics. Okay, you are beyond all-time lows. Oh, all right. Cool. I guess you have bullish divergence, sure. Michael, PED is oil and natural with no debt, with book value of $1.35, moving up today. That's sold off with oil. That's kind of weird. Why would it do that? I've done a 2-week fast before. 2 weeks? Oh, God. Ew. I barely lasted 3 days. Like, I hate fasting, honestly. I really do hate fasting. I know it's healthy. I get it. But it's like, damn, bro. Croc coin, please. CRV. Wait, what? Jake? Is it just CRV? Oh, you meant CRV. Okay, alright. I got you covered. I forget what happened exactly, but apparently the therapy was meant for trial on kids, and the trial patient was a teen. That's even worse. They killed a teenager? Fuck, bankrupt them. Fuck those guys. What the hell? Also, what were the parents doing? Yeah, my child can go into trial. Like, no. Gene therapy? Oh my god. On children? That's obnoxious. Go to 0. That company can die. Really cool thing. Really inefficient price action. If for some reason bids come in for this thing, it could be great. It's just you don't have any framework to go off of. There's literally no reason right now for this to go up. So you're kind of just sitting back and waiting, and you could be waiting for years. I honestly don't know what to tell you about this one. I mean, maybe you broke out of a downtrend and you're ready to try and go up. So, benefit of the doubt. Hopium TA. Do not know if this will happen or if it should happen. You could see a 52% rise. It is a possibility if somebody decides to buy this thing. Fun fact, doctors won't let you test your genetics if you are under 18, FYI. Really? Wow. That's crazy. Is it because, like, too many people found out the mom was cheating? Is that what it is? Or sounds horrible. Sounds horrible. Did I miss something? Nope. No, I didn't. People are afraid to be hungry, though. They act like they are going to die if they miss a meal. That's fair, JB. That is fair. But, I mean, I also want to just throw this out there. Just a little food for thought. Fattest country in the world. We didn't get there by accident. Alright? We didn't get there by accident. BTC seems to want to make a new lower low now on the 15-minute time frame. Where do you think I can wait for the price to retrace for a potential short? I don't know. We'll round back to it. Because tonight's trading might only be Bitcoin because, you know, the market's so hard to read that these times I just trade Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and check out ETH-FI. ETH-FI. ETH-FI made its 15% move to the upside. I feel good about it. I feel good. Let's go into your 15-minute, I guess, because your daily's completely overbought. 15, trying not to suck. You do have a lower high. So the party could be coming to an end. Could be. As Ethereum goes down, you would expect this thing to go with it. So right this moment in time for ETH-FI, we might be looking at the start of a revolution to the downside. You could be going back down to $1.064. That should tell you how bad our EDU system is. Oh, the fact that we have the fattest country? Yeah, that's true. That's fair. That's fair. What has ETH-FI been pumping? I don't know what it is. Some random S coin in my book. I don't have a clue. Could have a 19% drawdown. Could do it. But if it stays bullish for some reason, you could see a lot more upside. Let's go to the 4-hour real quick and see if I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, that's a really bad 4-hour candle too. That ends in 7 minutes. Oh no. Nice little shooting star here. Back-to-back shooting stars. It's crazy. TA on band. Check out some band. We'll check it out. So yeah, I'm looking for some downside targets right now. Starting out, I'm looking for 19% downside. You're a little overextended from your 50 simple on the 4-hour, so it makes a lot of sense to me. It's a lot of sense to me. Let's check out the 1-hour. Let's see what we got. And 1 hour's trying to come down also. Yeah, I think this rally could be coming to a close. Could be coming to a close. It was a nice run though. Real nice run. You do have support sitting right here at 14.6. So you could actually get hung up right there as well. I want to mark that out real quick just in case. But in reality, I'm looking for 19% downside. Kind of looks nice for it. Kind of looks nice for it. All right, next up, we got Popcat. Popcat. Pop Kitties. Oh, Popcat. No. It almost made that move? What? Hold on. Where did I look at this at? Because if this was the move, yeah, we killed it. But I don't even remember. I'm going to take credit for it. We did it. Now we're making a lower high. All right. We're almost oversold while holding support. Kind of weirdly bullish. Let's check the 4-hour. Bearish divergence, lower high. All over the market. All over the market. Profit taking is happening. All right. So this is giving us an idea of what is possible. Right now for Popcat, if this happens, if you lose your current support, you could be heading down to 3826. Could be heading down there. That would be a 24% drop. Let's see if it does it. You also have a nice little downtrend. If you break the downtrend, well, I think you have like 77% upside. It's kind of obnoxious where your overhead resistance is. You could have 77% upside. I guess more now. 92% upside? I don't think this is the environment for 92% upside. I don't feel it. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Don't get mad at me. I'm just reading a chart and giving you my opinion. Chill out. All right, moving on. GOAT. Goatius Maximus. Same thing we're seeing across the board. Bearish divergence on the 4-hour, lower high. So still looking for more downside. As we get into this 4-hour candle close, I think the shorts are going to print. I really do. I've been looking for this 10,333 level. 42%? Jeez. That's wild. Then again, it did go crazy to the upside. It really did. If you maintain support, though, this could get a little interesting. Could get a little interesting. So if you maintain support, you might see a rally off this, taking you up to 32. So I don't think this is going to happen. I think you're going down. But you could very well see a 74% rise in GOAT, because you are coming out of the depths of the abyss. So the possibility of upside is always going to be there. It's just Bitcoin needs to agree. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this one does. You also have low stochastics on the 4-hour, so it does give it a little more weight to like, hey, 74% can definitely play out. I just don't think it will. Did you do Navi? I did. I did do Navi. Just didn't take me that long. I was looking at it as potential higher low and running to the upside. After showing hidden bearish divergence, I think it's set up nicely for a short squeeze. Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. Doing well, William. How are you doing? How are you? That's the most important part. You good? Jelly. Let's see. Craziest chart. Looks like a bit of a pullback. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pull. Or anything else. I wouldn't touch this. That looks like a short squeeze to a long squeeze. It looks so bad. You missed Navi. No. Just for you, Damien, because this one, I mean, it's kind of cooked. You're below a resistance after trying to blast off, and you're getting pushed down. The fact that you're below this, that's a bit of a problem. So you're probably going to come back down here. More than likely, Jelly is just going to keep on coming. 52% downside. Very inefficient price action if you do fall. But hey, weird things have happened. You might just put in a higher low. And you might decide, hey, we're going up, buddy. So the possibilities here, maybe you get to 10 cents. Just maybe. Just maybe. That's your bullish and bearish case right there. It's a trap, but it keeps trying and fail. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So, Navi, Damien, hopefully you're here. What I was pointing out was right now, because you cleared out this high over here with a higher high, the hidden bearish divergence on the daily isn't as scary to me. Maybe you come down to the 1277 level. Maybe it gets as low as 1235, but I would be looking for 1636. So I do think Navi will move up. It's just you do have a major resistance here that could be a big time problem. All good. Remember RGC sold it at 426. Sweet. I don't remember it. Not at all. I really don't. I guess if you wanted, we could look at it, but I don't have a clue what it is. I look at a lot of charts. A lot of charts. All right, CRV. CRV. A lot of bearish divergence and the lower high. We keep seeing this lower high all over the market. A nice little rollover looks to be coming. And Bitcoin is now giving us all the signs we need to start shorting the S out of this market. Actually, ARB, I might want to short that one, come to think of it. So right now, for this one, if we do go down, what I'm looking for is this right here. Coming down to 5907. I'll be looking for a 15% drop out of this bad boy. 15%. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. But you are making a higher low right now, so there is a strong argument for more upside. And if we happen to get more upside, you're going to be looking for 9498. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I'm pretty bearish today. But it's a possibility. It's a possibility. 33% upside. I think it's more probable for the 15.87% downside, though. So that's what I see out of CRV. CRV. All right, band. Rubber band man. Wow. Losing support. Oh man. Band's a weird one. It gets like rounded tops all the time, and then it just reverses. It gets really weird, man. It's really weird. But what I can do here is get a very strong idea of what it can do, since it is at major resistance. You could come all the way down to 731. This is what we're seeing here. Possibility of 14% downside, holding a level of support. I would welcome that. I would really welcome that. But if you happen to break to the upside, you have a long way before you have resistance. Pretty darn long way. You'd be looking to come up to 135. Maybe you run into some problems at 119. Yeah, these are two levels I'd be targeting if Band decides to break to the upside. Because Band can do some weird things, but right in this little pocket, 118 to 135, seems like a really good spot if it gets bullish. So anywhere between a 38 to possibly 58% move to the upside. We'll see how bullish the market can try to be. See what Asia's got. All right, let's go look at RGC real quick. RGC. It was a stock. Okay, all right. You sold it at 426. Not bad. Not bad. Nice. 426, not the top. But hey, you got most of it. Very nice. Good job. Way to get them gains, William. Way to get them gains. Alrighty, let's go check out what ARB is doing, because Max coming in with the great request. Oh boy, we're a little green. We're a little bit green. What's that 15-minute telling us? Not much. It's not too much. I don't know. What do you guys think? We going down? I like ARB. I like the setup. I just would really dislike if it went up again. Wow, the 5-minute trying to look strong. How neat. How very interesting this is. You fell through. You barely back tested it once, twice, stayed below the 200, but you put this higher low in there. This is interesting. Looking like we're going down, but don't know if we bounce. Yeah, I know. The market's kind of choppy. Kind of choppy. Unless you're sitting on a trend line, it's really tough to tell. Really tough to tell. Kind of has the same pattern as XLM, making lower lows and higher lows. Lower lows and higher lows. That's, yeah. Yeah, this market has been quite choppy lately. I would love for it to pick a new direction. That would be fantastic, but, you know, like right now, this could be a formal back test that it's going for. If this is a formal back test, this thing's ready to drop, which would be great, because then we could go for the entire, like, 4%. Oh, there it's starting. Starting. We're going to go for it. ARB. ARB. Oh, no shot. ARB. I put a space in there. Jeez. There went my entry. What? Isolated. Confirm. What are we doing here? What the fuck? Give me the chart. What are we doing? Goodness gracious. We'll throw a little 20xer on it. Open the short. Short it. We are shorting it. We are shorting it. Now it's going to just act as support because I put a short in there. It's going to be fantastic. 4423. 4423. I want it right above this wick. 4285. That's all I want. Don't cross that and we're good. Oh, 4285. All right, we're going to risk 29%. The possibility of actually, I'm going to go for this. I hope my stop loss isn't too tight. I really hope it's not too tight. 4062. 4062. There we go. Possible 76%. Nearly 2-to-1. Yeah, that's not great odds, but hey, it's fine. If we start going up to this trend line, that's going to really suck. Surprisingly, Ethereum's showing some promise. That's unfortunate. Bitcoin also trying to show some promise. Dogecoin's positive. What the fuck? That's crazy. Why is Doge positive? How strange. How strange. But this is the trend I want to maintain. We break the trend, we're going to have some problems. We're going to have some real problems on this trade. I'll tell you what. We have some real problems. Alrighty, we're just going to sit here and wait and watch. Watch me lose some dough. This market's so confusing, shaking my head. Well, that's the problem. If it's deciding to reverse the trend, it usually takes a few days. So you got to get all the bulls to get shaken out. And then you got to get the liquidations happening. It's not very often they're like, oh yeah, let's just flush the price. But when they do flush the price, you're like, oh, thank you. We have a trend. Until then, it's just like half guesswork. It's just like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Especially because I think Asia is still bullish, so that's kind of not right. But hey, who knows? Who knows? I am tired. I'm quite tired today, too. I didn't get as good of a nap in today as I normally do, but we'll be alright. It's going to be okay. It looks so much better on the 15 than the 5-minute. Looks so much better on the 15. Man, oh man. The 5 minutes giving a bunch of hope. The 15 minutes like, nah, we're going down. We're going down for sure. I should probably have my stop loss above this yellow line here. But that's way too high. I don't want to risk that. Taking a long time here, aren't we? Maybe I should have been trading Bitcoin on the 1 minute. You know what? We might do that. We might do that. We got a couple exchanges to choose from, you know? Whoa, hey, oh, BTC, there we go. There we go. Now we can trade BTC as well. Oh no, we're getting bids. Sheesh. Alrighty. bring this up here so we can stare at them both. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 15-minute. We're almost oversold. Oh, that's not promising. I've been so many shorts across all. If all decide to pump, I'm in a bad sweat. That's pretty funny. Ba-da-ba-ba. We have more shorts or longs. It's mixed. But it looks like they're ready to start taking out some of these longs. It's really mixed. Really mixed. You have more liquidity sitting just underneath you. It's a lot easier to access than you do overhead. Got to push the price up a lot to get that liquidity overhead. Oh no, Bitcoin. Bitcoin catching the bids, making Arbitrum go up also. Might get smoked on this trade. We might get smoked. Which would be the theme of the day, I swear. Oh, but right this moment. So Bitcoin right now could possibly come back up to 103. But then you change the entire structure of these lower time frames. That would throw everything off. Even Ethereum's getting bullish again. 3 minutes looking better. What's our 1 doing? Can we get overbought on the 1? BTC trying to kiss the 103 right now? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it. Lots of bullish divergence on the 1 minute. Lots of bullish dip on the 5. Oh man. Remember, this here was acting as resistance as well. We haven't technically flipped it as support, as resistance. It was acting as support. We haven't technically flipped it as resistance until we touch it. So there's also that. And it's sitting right at a 50% retrace. Sitting right there. So it is very possible for Bitcoin to go back up to 103.288, get a formal back test, and then start falling. But based off this move right here, if you do make that, you then are looking for 101.993. You'd still be making higher lows than these previous lows. That's wild. That's wild. I just needed to break down. Just start going. Just flush it. Arbitrum starting to catch some L's once again. Because Bitcoin did. This candle was a statement. Oh man, they're like, we are breaking down. I'm like, okay, all right, we're going down. We're going down, baby. Bitcoin going into the red. Going deep into the red. Yeah, Bitcoin loses this 102.63. It could act as very strong resistance. Very strong resistance. So just watch out for that. We'll turn into a nice little flush to the downside. Ew, boy. I love it when the price does this. It's so frustrating. And it's like, okay, cool. So you're going to reset to the upside and take out your recent high? Why? This is a part of a choppy market that gets really hard to trade. It's because you can't figure out where to put your stop loss. So it's always wrong. It's just always wrong. What is Doge doing right now? Jeez, dude. Sheesh. Doge had a downtrend and broke out of it. It cleared its low, and then it popped back up. Oh my gosh. It's the clearing of the lows that is frustrating. So anybody that was high leverage here, they got stopped out, and then it pushed it straight back up. Right back into the sideways price action. The traders that are out right now are really mean. They're really mean. But a lot of people are probably looking at Doge as like, oh, we made a higher low. Great, let's send it. Whereas the bears are like, nope, we're not sending nothing. Because, yeah, you right in the zone, wicking below it, annoying. But Doge could possibly go to 26 if it decides to be bullish. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, we are in the red. I probably shouldn't even be in this trade. Because now, ever since I got into the trade, I created the level of support. I alone gave Arbitrum support. Oh, man. ALCH. People actually look at that? Negative. I cannot find that. Like, you can do Ethereum? Not Doge. Huh. Wait, that's metrics. Hold on. Search. There we go. I figured it out. Figured it out. Nope, I did not figure it out. Yeah, I don't know, man. Asia Market. What's up, LNE? How you doing? Brett. I want to check out Brett. All right. I wish I could type it. There it is. ALCH. Found it. I found it. You're sitting in between. Looks like it's trying to go after some shorts, but, you know, there's not much in there. Hold on. It's only $22.6. Yeah, there's not much in there. There's a bunch of longs. 42.61. Maybe it's 1,000. I don't know. But man, it's an eye-opener. Not very much leverage on ALCH. No. This thing got so bullish so fast. What are we doing? All right, let's check out Brett. Checking out Brett. So Brett, we tried to trade it yesterday. We got screwed. We got absolutely screwed because it decided whatever low it put in, it was not the low, which always frustrating. Always. Currently on the 4 hour, it does look like it's trying to hold support. If the market decides to become bullish, Brett has a lot of upside. A lot. You're looking at 11.75. Technically, yes, this is bullish consolidation. Once again, I still feel bearish tonight because of the weird choppy nonsense in the market. Normally, you don't get choppy nonsense unless you're bearish. But who knows? Maybe this is going to be just like CPI night where it starts out looking all crappy and then all of a sudden we go bullish. But I'm still leaning bearish. Still leaning bearish. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I just kind of got off of that, didn't I? If you happen to lose this because you do have bearish divergence, lower high, you have this as a downtrend, you could find yourself coming back down to this level down here, which would be totally normal. Did I miss XTZTA? No. Nobody even asked for it. No one even asked. So let's just say the downtrend sticks anywhere between this 5.429 and possibly all the way down here to 3.469. Doing well, sir, despite the sick baby mama. How are you? Oh, that's rough. But I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm just about to get rinsed in a short that we got into live on stream. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be absolutely great. Possible downside risk is 26%. Upside could be a 59% move for Brett. We're going to wait and see what they want to do. Because also, we could just go sideways. We could just go sideways. Which would be the moral of all day. Where we just bled out extremely slow and went sideways. But, you know, there's a lot of people who call that bullish consolidation. We'll see what the data tells us tomorrow morning. We'll see. XTZ. XTZ. Now, this one's a little different. You have 3 consecutive higher highs with bearish divergence the whole time. I wouldn't trust this thing at all. Would I jump in on that too? Yeah, no, it's just, the bleed out. It's terrible. The bleed out is terrible. This one just looks like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Upsloping consolidation, maybe, but you already wicked below your previous lows. It just chop. That's what this is. This is chop. And it appears like bullish consolidation. However, if we do pull back, well, I would be looking for a very substantial pullback. If we pull back, I'm looking for us testing 599. If we go up, I'm still waiting on 83.5. If you could go back in time to avoid learning something about trading the hard way, what would you tell your past self? Nothing. The hard lessons are the best lessons to always have. So, nothing. Yeah. The only reason I learned how to trade the way I do is because of all my mistakes. So, nothing. I would be A-okay with it all over again. Nothing at all. Now, when it comes to investing, now that's different. Now, if I had to tell a younger self about investing, it's like, hey, just because you made a little bit of money doesn't mean you sell it all off. That would probably be number 1. And number 2, do a little more research into what you're actually investing into. That's what I would do. What did I miss? Last 2 weeks. Good pump last week. Cool off this week. Well, it's not really cooling off. It's figuring out. Tell myself, but Bitcoin. Funny. Yeah, Chewy. It's been weird all day. It's been like a real slow bleed out. But now suddenly, since we put in shorts, the market magically wants to be bullish again. So yeah, it's a fun dynamic that we're having. As soon as I placed my short, I created the floor in this thing's price. It's amazing. Makes me actually not want to be in the trade, but we're still in a downtrend. Till we break the downtrend, I kind of have no reason to get out of the trade. But once we get that first 5-minute candle close outside of the downtrend, well, now I'm getting out of there because it's no longer a downtrend. When you close it is when it stops pumping. No, I'm shorting it. I'm not going long. But yeah, it's like we had a distinct uptrend here. We have a very, very distinct level that was acting as support and resistance. We broke below it. We bearishly backtested it, trying to break above and got pulled down. We had an uptrend to do it. We broke that too. We formed a downtrend, and now it's trying to be like, hey, JK, we want to go up now. So yeah, this is choppy market at its finest, which also means after this trade, I'm not going to even look at the charts until 9 a.m. because there's no point. AKA down? Yeah, that's true. But won't go down while the short is open, right? That's just the choppy market way. It's the choppy market way. But yeah, I'm pretty bearish tonight. But data can come out tomorrow and it can get really bullish. So it's like, I'm kind of risking it all on this 5-minute trade, thinking it'll fall 4%. We'll see. TA Turbo, no problem. If it's too late, maybe next time. We can look at Turbo. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Looking at the 4-hour for Turbo. So Turbo just recently lost its 50 simple. You had a massive amount of bearish divergence here, and then finally you made a lower high. It's probably a perfect time for it to pump to the moon, honestly. But I would be looking for downside targets. Just like most of tonight, I've been looking for downside targets. And Turbo's no different. Right now, I'd be looking for 4271. Which would be about a 24% move to the downside. So I'd be looking at. You also have a nice little downtrend to work off of. Right here. As long as you don't break the downtrend, you're golden going down. But if you do break the downtrend, well, you're still looking to hit this 7699 level. So you have a bullish and bearish case. I'm leaning bearish all night. All night. But noted, PPI data could come out tomorrow. I flip to bullish. Just understand that. Look at WIF. Seems to be holding up well. Sure, we'll look at WIF. Oh, WIF. Just consolidating. You had your bearish divergence back here, apparently. I'm going to say apparently because it doesn't really feel like bearish divergence. But it does look like bullish consolidation at a resistance. I wouldn't really bank on it breaking out, but it's a possibility. If it does break out, I'd look for a small move. Very small move. Going up possibly to 160. Possibly. But this thing has been on a tear lately. Would make more sense to come back down to 76 cents than to go up to $1.60. But it is a meme coin. It's on meme coin physics. Did I do Pepe already? Nope. Certainly did not. $15-minute looks so weird on this. I don't like this. So bullish case scenario for WIF is to make a move like this. It would happen overnight, but bullish case scenario, you got 8% upside. So Pepe is being weird. That's all I can really say about it. Because you had a very nice looking downtrend, you had a level that was acting as support, you broke down from it, you wicked above it, you broke down. I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. So looking at it from the 4-hour time frame, you can see you're resetting your RSI, you're up sloping, but you also made a lower high. So the fact that you made a lower high, it makes me think you're going to go down. It just doesn't want to fall. So I honestly have no idea what it's going to do. If you maintain this uptrend, your upside is pretty substantial, coming up to 2022. If you decide to retrace, you're probably going to be coming all the way down to 924. So Pepe is a toss-up, but everything in the TA is pointing toward downside. To me, traders could have other plans because they did break out of a downtrend. So there's that. There's that. G and H, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Looking at the 1 hour, it's kind of the same thing, but we also have like 2 downtrending levels. It's a little strange here. 2 downtrending levels. So even though we were broken out of one, maybe the other one is acting as major resistance. I don't know. Trading tonight is actually really risky, so I don't recommend it for most people. Because honestly, if this trade doesn't stop me out to the upside or execute to the downside, I will close it out as soon as I get off stream. I'm actually not joking. I don't like choppy messes. So I usually just get out of all my trades and just go to sleep. And it looks like we're about, in 2 minutes, going to get me to get out of the trade, or we're about to get stopped out. But then it becomes resistance. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is why trending markets are way better. And note, guys, I'm not betting that much. Okay? Just remember that. This trade has like $50 in it. It's $51. Okay? This is a part of risk management everyone can do. Just lower the amount in your trading account, especially if it's choppy. Lower the amount, try and get a feel for the chop, and see if you can learn something. Other than that, maybe just don't even trade it. Honestly, some of the best days I've ever had in a choppy market were when I decided to go outside for a jog. Didn't trade a thing. And then it was choppy the next day. I worked out again. Third day, it finally made a decision. And I was like, oh, cool. I preserved all that capital. Great. Yeah. Fighting for a trend is really, really difficult. And right now, Bitcoin isn't helping us at all. NBD Sports, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, 12 seconds and I'm out of the trade because we're officially breaking out with a higher low. It's like, just flipped along. No, I won't do that. If the market can't respect levels, I can't respect the market right now. Actually, no, I'm showing it the most respect. I'm just going to take a gentleman's bow and walk away. Okay, we got our candle close outside of the downtrend. We're going to take the L. 17% loss. Yeah. No point in being in here if it doesn't want to follow the rules. Anyways. Yeah. So who knows if this thing goes down, goes up, I don't have a clue. I might wake up and it's down 10%. I'll be like, I should have stayed in it. I don't actually care. Don't actually care. What I do care about is things making sense, and this is making no sense. So, yeah. We're out of the trade. We're done with the requests. You know what? All in all, I would say this was a good stream. I appreciate you guys for coming in. Thank you for bringing in all of the requests. It went smoother than I thought, because you know what? I don't like choppy markets. It makes me feel just icky. So then, normally I don't want to do anything. I'll play like Warzone or something. But instead, you guys got me out here. We did it. We did it. You know what? Pat on the back for all of us. We stuck through it. Good night, Rocks. Love to the fam. Love to your family as well. Hopefully you have a great night's sleep. Be ready for more workouts and get your protein in. Alright, everybody. I do appreciate each and every one of you, though. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you're not a part of the Discord already, join the Discord. It's a great place to be. Just get in there. Get on in there. It's a good spot. It's free. Okay? It's free. Chill. Also, I had comments on my last stream with people talking about like, hey, it's only members and all this other stuff, and they were mad about it. Didn't see them in today's stream. Didn't see them. So if it ever seems like I'm mean in the comments, well, you know what? I give a lot of free stuff away. So I feel entitled to be like, yo, kick rocks for my 2 nights where I say thank you to the members. All right? Yeah, Rocks, keep trying. How about start doing? Start doing. Yeah, thanks, NBD. I do appreciate the kind words. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Take it easy. Keep your stop losses tight. Good luck in the chop. Hopefully, PPI data comes out in our favor and we get a trend again. That would be great. Other than that, I'm out of here. Deuces, everybody. Deuces.